Sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. Hey everyone! I asked you on Twitter a few weeks ago if you would be interested in seeing some of my camping adventures. So a lot of you said yes, and I went camping with a bunch of my friends in upstate New York, and I figured that I would bring you along to see what we did, what an everyday weekend in my life when I'm camping looks like. So let's get into it. Every summer, my cousin and I get a group of friends together to go camping. So like I said, we went in upstate New York this year to Green Lake State Park, which is near Syracuse. The lake at this campground is literally amazing because the water is a very unique greenish blue color, which you'll see in some of the pictures later. This year we decided to get 3 sites, that way we would have enough room for everyone's tents, room for activities and lawn games, and also you can only have 2 cars per site, so we wanted to make sure everyone was able to park. As soon as we get to the campground, we try to set up as quickly as possible, that way we still have light when we're setting up the tents and the chairs and just kind of getting everything organized. This one is my tent, and it can actually fit 12 people, so that way if somebody doesn't bring their own tent, they can hop in ours, and then a few other people brought their tents, which you can see here, they're setting them up. One of our friends brought his drone this year, which was actually really cool, and you'll be able to see in a second one of the pictures he was able to take of the lake, and you can see the unique colors of it. Once we're all set up, we typically cook hot dogs and black bean burgers for dinner, and then obviously have s'mores for dessert. Once nighttime rolls around, we usually break out the pong table and play some fun games like cards or beer pong until we go to sleep that night. We usually end up waking up pretty early in the morning since the sun comes up and comes right into the tent, and here you'll see us starting to prepare for breakfast. And my cousin always brings one of his little grills, so he's able to make eggs and bacon, and we roast bagels or English muffins over the fire. I definitely recommend, if you are going camping, to pre-plan out your meals so that once you're at the campground, you're not going to have to run out again to get different foods. This year, one of our friends brought his hammock and actually slept in it. So a lot of us were just kind of hanging out in that when we could. After breakfast, we head on down to the beach to go swimming and play a bunch of lawn games, which you'll see here. We have can jam with the frisbee. We brought cornhole, which is like a beanbag toss kind of game. And then we also usually bring like a football to throw around. Another camping tip is do not forget the sunscreen. It's not going to be a fun weekend if you get extremely sunburnt and can't enjoy playing games outside with your friends. We all went swimming in the lake, but unfortunately, since we were all in the water, I didn't get any footage of us swimming. We then went back to the campsite and decided to keep playing games, so here you'll see us playing cornhole and can jam once again. These 2 cuties are actually getting married in about 2 weeks from the day that this video is being posted, so you'll see them being extra silly and dancing. After we were done playing our lawn games, we decided we wanted to go for a hike. So there's 2 different lakes at this campground, and we walked all the way around something called Round Lake. It was really fun. It's a medium hike, I would say. The water is incredibly still and so beautiful. You can see the reflection in it, and it's just so pretty to hike around that lake. Just like I mentioned before with the camping tip of wearing sunscreen, another tip that's extremely important is hydrating. So a lot of people are going to be drinking and enjoying those adult beverages when they are camping, but also make sure you bring Gatorade or water or juice or something so that you're not dehydrated and pass out on your hike. Here you'll see some of our friends being a little bit crazy, walking out on trees over the water, which you're probably not supposed to do, climbing the trees, showing off their manlyhood by doing push-ups, being silly by doing different flips, just having a good time. I've mentioned sunscreen, staying hydrated, and my third thing is going to be bug spray. Bugs are awful when you're hiking, like mosquitoes and gnats, so you don't want to get super bitten up, so definitely bring some bug spray. It was raining a little bit on our hike, but honestly in the woods you couldn't tell at all, and it was so pretty on the water. After our hike, we got back and made dinner, and my cousin actually made tacos over the fire, which I didn't get footage of because I was playing games and building this fire, but everyone loved them. I hope that you enjoyed this video of us camping in upstate New York with some of my best friends. I'm actually traveling right now to Southwest Florida to visit my mom and my sister with my best friend. So you'll see a lot of adventures down there too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.